What's going on YouTube? Here I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on a fade, um, using the fade down method, creating my first guideline, balding it out, get it nice and clean. I like these trimmers. I think they're one of the best trimmers out right now. And secondly, I would say the 245 trimmer, but my blade messed up on that one, so I haven't been using them lately. So until I don't get the replacement blade for them, then I can't use them. But stay tuned, I'll be using them pretty soon. Here I'm creating the second guideline with the lever all the way open, no guard. Now I'm going to use the half guard, lever open, create the second guideline. And once I create that guideline, then I start fading, half of the fade down. Start with the lever open and then gradually go closing the lever, go about halfway, and then keep fading down until you get to the trimmer line and match it. Don't be afraid to go in all directions. Hair grows in all different patterns. The way it comes out of the scalp. So to make sure you get a smooth blend, hit it from all different directions. Here I'm using the half guard with the lever closed now. So you can start off, getting the bottom half of the fade done, and then you move up to the top portion of the fade. And I feel like this technique, you can get done through the fade quicker. I think it's best when you can get the fade down packed quick, right? You spend maybe 10-15 minutes doing the initial fade, right? And then spend another 10-15 minutes polishing it, getting nice and smooth, blended, taking out any dark spots, basically detailing. Now I'm doing a 2 on top against the grain, making sure that I'm passing over it from all different directions, because the hair pattern grows different. So to make sure you get a nice even cut, hit it in all directions. Now I'm using the 1.5 guard open. Since I did the 2 on top, the 1.5 open will connect to the 2, so you can go all the way to the crown area just to blend it and have it connect. Once you do that, then you can close the lever on the 1.5 guard and start debulking that bottom portion where we left off with the half open. Once you do that, take the 1 guard open and start debulking the rest and start smoothing out the blend. See how much quicker it is. That's why I like doing the ball line a little bit lower, because blending down always seems to like go up a little bit more. So it's best to start lower and then just work your way up, since you're gonna blend out anyways. So here I'm passing the one, close and open, changing, just looking for dark spots. And then I'm gonna do some detail work with the half, just cleaning it up, making sure the connect from the bottom half to the top half blends in well. So many techniques out there that you can learn, but once you pick up on one, stick to it and don't change it unless you get really good at all techniques. And then also, like, depending on who you cut in, the hair texture, you use certain techniques on different types of hair. But it's good to learn them all, find what you're comfortable with and what works best to run pretty quick, not take too long, and still give a nice precise cut. Most clients don't want to sit in a chair over an hour long. And barbering is it's all about production, man. Since day one, it's always been production. People always say, oh, take your time with your client and all this so you could charge a premium. Man, premium nothing. Barbering is about having clientele, infinite amount of clientele. You always want to be cutting, man. You don't ever want to be sitting down. Obviously you get your slow days, but for the most part, man, you have to have that chair spinning, right? Because if not, then why are you a barber? There's so many people come into this industry thinking that they about to fund whatever side hustle or dream career or whatever job, or fund their business that they want to do off of barbering. And when you come in with that mindset, 9 times out of 10 you ain't gonna make it. Some are lucky, but for the majority of the time, if you're a barber, you're cutting hair. That's the ultimate goal, is to build clientele. That's what barbering is about. Yeah, I'm passing the shavers, make sure it's nice and clean. Now for his beard, he wanted it to trim it, so I did the 4 guard going down, because if I would have passed it going up, it would take off a whole lot more. And when lining the bottom of the beard, always start from the middle and out, just to get a precise line, even across. Always clean up the corners of the mustache. Most of y'all gonna be thinking, yo, why he talking so much and he doing his beard? I don't mind. I've been doing this long enough that I know how to time the trimmer when people talk. So it's just like when cutting kids, you got a time when they're gonna jerk or move or something. You learn their patterns that you're able to cut through. I know it's hard sometimes, and barbers hate cutting kids, but kids are the future. And if you get them right, you already know they're gonna tell their friends, and then they're gonna bring more people for you to cut. Here, his cut rate, you don't have to put no enhancement, but I've always added it on him just so it could pop out and get them lines straight. And it just makes his haircut pop. I don't go heavily excessive on the enhancement. I just like it just so the lines look nice and sharp. Always make sure you stretching the skin when you're doing the razor also. When using the razor and you're shaping up, the point is to have sharp lines. Yeah, I'm raising that side in that corner of his lineup. It's a little off. But you know, most people's head shape is different, so you gotta watch out for that, for the angle of the forehead, how round it is. But for the most part, man, this is how I do this fade. A little bit of enhancements. I don't know in this video, but that top part on this hairline, the enhancements look off, but it's probably because it's the camera. Because in person, it doesn't look like that. It looks well blended. Might be the lighting that I have. I'm gonna do a video soon on my setup, but this is how the fade came out. Appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe and like. Appreciate y'all.